Oh, shit. No, I want to retract that. How do you retract? Oh, crap. Oh, it's out of habit. How can I? There. Delete. Is there a delete? Remove. Oh, my God. Remove. These are monthly readings. They're not mini readings. I said remove. Why is that taking so long to remove? Gone. There. Okay, yes, generator. Gotta get the generator going. Guess I was waiting for that. What was I doing? Everything's too small, that's right. It doesn't matter if I make it smaller, I still can't see the full screen. So, it's just weird. I don't know what's going on. I gotta put my glasses on. My eyes are falling out of my head. Hello, Teresa Espinoza and Lachey. Good evening, Lachey. The Enlightener, there she is. How you doing, girlfriend? And Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Good, we got some Tauruses in the house then. Hi, Jean slash Carmen, who is female. Jamaica, what's up? Inspired Butterfly. Is it still black? I'm gonna do this shit tonight. Blackout done. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. I already said hi and said all this stuff. I thought you guys were back. Okay, for now, and then we'll lose the sound and God knows what else, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna start the May readings. I apologize for April. Please don't look for April. Don't email me or message me saying, what happened to April? I've been searching and I can't find it for my son. There is no April. None. So, but we're basically, this is really for the month of May, but it can begin today. Okay, so we're leading into, for the month of May. So, to the end of the month. So from today, the 24th, through to the end of the month. There's always overlapping going on. We'll consider the last part of April here a bit of an overlap. We'll say that. We'll say that much. So anyway, we'll just wait a few minutes. I don't have a smudge. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the trees across the yard, and I'm like, I keep forgetting to come over here and steal some cedar, and I will be doing that. So it feels weird not doing a smudge. It feels for the moment like I'm missing something. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? I'm doing that kind of a thing. So we're going to do for the month of Taurus, the usual 5-card spread. I should come up with something new. Although this 5-card spread for the monthlies is it's so accommodating. It covers everything. You know, it does. It covers everything. But I get bored, and then I don't think about it because I don't want to feel bored, so I don't think about it, and then it bugs me again, and stuff like this. So I don't know. It's thorough. It covers the important parts. Well, just all the important things in our lives that matter to us anyway. Yeah. I need some new cards too. We'll get to them eventually. Come on. Much as I love to see your face, stop popping up on me. Maybe I should like do some hand exercises before I turn the camera on or something. I don't know. This is for the month of Taurus, or Taurus. This is for Taurus in the month of May. But beginning now, the precursor, we'll say, to the month of May. We are now April 24th. From the 24th of April till, is there 31 days in May? Let me see. Where are we going? Nope, wrong direction. Yes, there's 31 days in May. I thought so. I just had to double check. You know how that is. There we go. Okay. Those funny little things, you know, that by memory, it's almost like poetry or a song or just expressions that, you know, how many months only have 30 days. You know, kind of thing, or 31 days, whatever, because they're different. It's kind of like around here. There's a wives' tale that any month that has the letter R in it, you cannot dig for clams. Something like that. If there's a letter R in there, you cannot dig. I don't know what it is. It's the time of the year it represents. What it is, I don't know. You like being here anyway? Huh, that's nice. That's really nice. So, here we go. This is for Taurus. Let's see what we can do for Taurus for the time period of April 24th, which is today, until May 31st. And what am I doing? This is my 5-card spread. Give me a minute. I remember what I'm doing. Cut the deck, yes. Always cut the deck. It's like the door's been opened, kind of thing. When the deck gets cut, the door's been kicked open. Okay. All right. I can't remember how to do them. I went a whole month, and I've been doing them for almost 4 years. This month is the fourth year anniversary for Bay of Fundy Fortunes on YouTube. So, what do I normally do? Jesus Christ, give me a minute. I know I've been tired, but, oh, now what? What? Jennifer's telling me what I have to do next. That's why I was, did you see me looking off to the side? I'm looking at Lilith. Do I grab you and ask you? What is it that I ask you? Oh my God. Thank you, Jennifer. This is too funny. Yes, and then I lay out the cards. All right. Okay. All right. Where's here? We'll bring the selenite into it as well, just to give it a little extra oomph. This is a monthly reading, so okay. Thanks again, Jennifer. Nice to see my right arm. Some nights are worse than others. Okay, Lilith. As this deck stands, come on now. As this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this Taurus monthly reading for the time period of April 24th through to the end of May, May 31st, are these the cards that are meant for the Taurus monthly general reading. She's got a shake going on. What's going on? What's going on? Are these the cards, the top 5 cards as they stand? This deck stands. Whew. That's what happens when you rush. I got so far ahead of myself, I'm all messed up here now. Just give me a minute to find my feet. I'm just slipping on some banana peels. The top 5 cards as this deck stands, the cards that are meant for the Taurus monthly reading for the time period of April 24th through to May 31st. She's been doing them with me just as long almost, and maybe this is what's throwing her off. I picked up part of another month. She's no, I have to keep, look, I'm sorry, I got to keep shut. Gonna do them again. Every once in a while, she does say no. I've had a couple people ask me that. Did she ever say no? I'm like, hell yeah, she does. It's not often. So we're batting pretty good out of on the scoreboard. Let's see here. Come on. Let's try this. Cut. I didn't like the way that separated. That's never happened. Oh well. Okay, and we'll leave the selenite out. We don't normally use it anyway for this. All right, Lilith. As this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this monthly general reading for the sign of Taurus for the time period of April 24th through to May 31st. Are these the cards that are meant for this general reading for the month? What? What is wrong with her? Again? Oh, all right. Oh, I must just talk to you guys while I'm doing this. This is crazy. What they call cray-cray. I'm sorry, everybody. Not even on the right screen. Here we go. Let's try this again. I know. Oh, my God. Well, I got kind of caught. Like, somebody called. I don't know who it was. Didn't leave a message. The number's been blocked, so don't know who that was. And what happened. And I got into a chat with somebody. And I was just about to click go live. And my buddy Linda messaged me. And I'm like, oh, my God almighty. It's one thing after another, you know. So I had to apologize and told her, so I'm literally about to click go live. I have to do these readings. I have to get them out. So we'll chat another time. We'll be hanging out soon. All the restrictions in my area for my province, they're being softened. So fishing season is open, which is a big thing for a lot of Maritimers. They love to fish. So there's that. And a few other things. Parks are open. Just still practice your social distancing. But they're slowly opening everything up, which is wonderful. So we're allowed to have 2 people in a car now. They can travel together, 2 people from 2, separate households, kind of a thing. One should be sitting in the back seat, ideally. Okay, so, but everything's better. We haven't had, it's been 5 days, we haven't had any new reported cases of COVID-19, so we're good for now. All right. All right, Lilith, let's try this again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm moving or something. I try real hard to not. I see other readers, and they're using a pendulum, and most of them are holding it. That's fine. They got their own style, the way they do it. But this is, the whole arm's going. The whole arm is going. And I see someone doing it, and I'm banging my head off the table. What are they doing? You're not supposed to influence the swing. You let go on its own. Spirit takes over the rest. And I only do mine here because it's got that much of a shorter distance for the energy to travel. If you get too close, it can mess it up if you're too far up. But this is why I do it this way. All right. I'm all over the board here. Let me find my feet, people. All right, Lilith, let's try this again. As this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Taurus for the time period of April 24th through May 31st. If it doesn't work this time, I know what the problem is. It can only be one thing. So this top 5 cards, as this deck stands, these are the cards for the Taurus free general public reading for the time period of April 24th through to the end of May 31st. Okay, she's saying yes now. She is saying, oh, I should have pulled the camera down. She's saying yes. Take my word for it. So these are the cards for this Taurus general public reading. Is that correct? She had a nice swing going on and I broke it. There she goes. See, she's saying yes. There we go. Good enough. Let's go. Good Lord, Aphrodite Almighty. Let's see here. Just let me check. Where is my... Okay. Let's fix that a little bit. There we go. There. I got one candle going. One. You can't see it. It's out of the frame of the camera. So here we go. There have been too many days gone by. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Bring the camera back down again, right? Right. There we go. Where's my selenite? Put Lilith back on her sleeping pad, the princess. All right, here we go. Very first card for you, your overall energy. Hey, I remembered that. We're looking here. We're looking here at the King of Swords, Taurus. The King of Swords. One of my favorite signs always has been people that are represented by Taurus, I should say. Second card, your wealth and finances. And wealth can cover more than financial money or the wealth of of something. It can cover wealth in your health, wealth in your mental health, wealth in your emotional health. On and on it can go. We got the High Priest. He's all about wisdom. Wisdom. Okay. Card number 3, your hearth and your home, your relationships, your loves, your intimates. OMG. OMG. 10 of Cups, Taurus, you deserve it. Look at that. Yay! Resounding yay going up around the table. Yes. Card number 4, your challenges, should there be any, between this time period of April 24th to May 31st. And, okay, that's all right. Well, who the hell isn't these days? The 4 of Cups. Boredom. Who isn't? I'm not when I'm doing these. I don't usually get bored. I don't know what... never mind what I was going to say. Look what you guys got. Your message from Spirit at that. Look at this. You got the Wheel of Fortune. The card of Destiny. This is fantastic. Oh, this is going to be juicy. It's going to get good. Let's see here. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. There you go. There's your spread for this time period. Look how that goes, though. I'm just following, looking at. I can see a lot. At least I can feel them. I can't literally see them, but I can feel the energies. There's a feeling of work and challenges to begin right off. They're right up front in your life, front and center. The card represents ambition. So there's a lot. There's a punch being packed here, really, really big, and we'll get back to it. Then we got the High Priest, and this is your financial sector and your wealth in all areas of your life. This card here, he's a good guy. He brings us an awful lot of good stuff. He really, truly does. And the way he stands with such kindness on his face and extending his right hand, he's offering you help, is what he's doing. And this one, we need say nothing about this one. It speaks for itself. It is wonderful. This one here, we could probably have fun with that. And this is just a beautiful ending to the month of May. I can't see what June's going to hold after a card like this for you guys. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Just let me check my other camera. Yeah, we're good. We're okay. Sometimes I move the thing and It'll screw the picture up is what it'll do. It isn't going to make me look any better. That's for darn sure. So we go with the King of Swords, and he does represent ambition. This is somebody very, very serious and somebody in a determined stage of mind, of essence almost. Whatever they take on, they're determined to fix it. They're determined to work. They're determined to do whatever it's going to take to bring into their now and into their existence what it is they're striving for. Do you know that determination that I don't care if I hit a bump in the road, I'm expecting it. I'm expecting to hit bumps in the road. I'm ready. Bring it on. It's not going to scare me away because I've made my mind up. I'm going to stick this out until the last breath, until the last swing. I will stick this out until I can turn over no more stones. And it's plain and clear. It's time for me to let something go or to move on. A lot of determination with this card. Feet on the ground. Tools in hand. It's all a metaphor. But that's basically what I'm saying here. What's that song? Who even sings it? It's like goes, oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Nobody's gonna bring me down. That song, that's what I'm hearing. Like my brain is just a blank, but all I could hear was that. So that's your song for the month. Your determination song, you might say. Happy birthday, Teresa. I've been missing all the chat here. I've been concentrating on this. So, this is a gorgeous card. It's gorgeous for you. But that's your, you know, that's your strength. A lot of strength through the month. But Taurus are strong. Anyways, they are strong like a bull. They are strong like a bull. I've got to keep on moving. Nobody's going to break my stride. Ha ha ha, keep going. Ha 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 ha, this is funny. Oh my goodness. That's your song, Taurus, for the month. That's like your mantra. Okay? Those lyrics. Yes. Those lyrics. And they're beautiful because they're going to be what carries you through. Don't forget this song. Let it play in your head, especially in your weak moments. Those tired moments, those, how do I even want to do this anymore? In those moments, don't let anybody break your stride. Okay? Let me get my book. We'll go through the generic side of things with him. That's it. Nobody's going to hold me down. I would YouTube that, but considering I'm already kind of wrapped up in YouTube, I'm not going to. That is the song for Taurus. It's like your mantra for the month. Nobody's going to stop you. No one's going to hold you down. They're not going to do it. You're going to, if you go down, it'll be because you've made the choice to stop, to cease, right? Only through your own choice, not somebody else's. Hi, Vicky. Welcome. Hey, Angie. Matthew Wilder. Break My Stride. There you go. I'll have to listen to that for you guys later. See, I wish I could play a little bit of that right here. They ding me with copyright, though. And at the very least, give a warning of some kind, you know. Oh, excuse me, but it would be so appropriate, we'll say. So with this, he's handsome. I know he's just drawing, but still, he represents somebody very strong, very confident, beautiful person, probably in and out. This man is clever, and he's often a strong leader in a professional career. He's a great strategist with charm and ambition, but he can exert pressure as well. As he's impatient to succeed, he can be relied upon to offer calm and logical judgment. Another meaning is that legal issues need your attention just now. And if this king comes up and you're resonating with the energy of this card, Take a logical approach. This is a time for mental agility rather than emotion. Pay attention to that sentence. This is a time for mental agility, all right, rather than emotion. It's a month where you're going to tuck your... Taurus can be good at that. They can be very quiet and very reserved, but you always sense a strength about them. No matter how they're behaving or what energy they're putting out there, there's always a silent strength. My dad was a Taurus, and when I think of Taurus, I think of him. He was what you call the family man, and he was strong and silent. He didn't speak often unless you put a beer in his hand, and then he would laugh. He would let go and just enjoy being in the moment. But other than that, he worked and he worked and he worked and he gave his all for every penny that he earned. He took a lot of pride in that. And his off time, he'd be home with the family. He was still a strong, silent man. But that's who he was. That's what and a lot of Taurians are like that. I know some that got big mouths. You know, they're not all perfect, but they're one of my favorite signs, right? It's just strange. I've always liked Taurians. They're basically overall really nice people. They're really they make good friends. They make good friends. Once they learn to trust you, because they don't trust many, but once they learn to trust, you've got a friend. You've got a good friend. You got a friend that would have your back, that would fight for you. They wouldn't cower off and say, none of my business. They'd say, who the hell's bothering you? Do you know what I mean? They're that type of a personality. So anything good coming towards Taurus, that always stirs my heart a little bit. But remember, don't let emotions get in the way here. Swords are not really about that. They're about everything going on up here. All the things that get on your mind, right? Things and decisions and directions and this sort of a thing. The advice of this card, look to any facts before you make a decision. There's a lot of clarity being brought in with this card. A lot of feet on the ground and facing reality with this card. Eyes wide open with this card. Being really aware with this card. It all comes from up here. All right? So there is that. So you look for the facts on anything that you have questions about. Find out the facts. Not secondhand news, not hearsay, not thinking, not assuming. Get the facts. Your keywords are fairness and balance, incisiveness, decisions, strength, justice, and support. That's your overall energy for this time period. So that's a fantastic card. It's a great way to start your reading. It really is. You're welcome, Sandra. That's what I believe. Yeah. Is that right, Inspired? That's funny. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Linda. Hi, Sandra. She went too young. That's too bad. That's a shame. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah. And your next card, let's get into the reading again here. The next card, we're looking at your wealth and your finances. You have the High Priest, and he represents wisdom. Okay? Not emotions, again, like I'm telling you. Only emotions allowed during the month, this time period till the end of May, will be emotions of joy, happiness, and you don't want to let emotions of frustration, irritation, even anger, impatience, these kind of emotions, try to fight those off. Try to just shuck them. Don't fight them, because then it becomes a thing. So just shuck them off, just like they're a fly. Get out of here, and then it's gone. Just pat it away. Give it no more energy than that. Try to stay positive, but try to keep things on a nice, soft, even keel for this whole time. It's a long time period, I know, but you can do this. You can do this. He wants you to think before you act, to think before you speak. Most of all, one of the big messages off this card is to respect other people's differences, the differences that are different from you in any way, shape, and form. I don't care if it's where they live or where they work or what they drive or their skin color or what language or what kind of food they like or where they shop. All that you push to the side. You can't indulge in that, because that becomes judgment. Judgment, for the most part, is non-accepting of others that are different than yourself. I don't care what the judgment's over, but there's us and there's them kind of a thing. That starts going on. You're to refrain from that. You're to try to avoid having those thoughts or thinking that way. It's a strange message, but that's what I'm getting for you here. It's not on the card. None of that was on the card. So, synchronicities, yes, I'm sure. I get a lot of those too, and I go, what is that? Because I'm real grounded and logical, and I don't tell myself things like oh, that's a sign. That's a sign. It's not necessarily a sign. Not everything is a sign. That's my belief. You guys might be different, but I don't hop on every little thing and say it's a sign. To me, no offense to anybody that is that way, but to me, it says both your feet aren't firmly on the ground. One's a little light. You're floating off a little here. You know, try to keep people within the esoteric and the power of the universe and the power we have in ourselves that we're given. It's our birthright. And it's the freedom of using it or to not use it, to know that and accept that as part of my reality. Beyond that, I'm the most grounded person you'd ever want to meet. I got a mouth that's salty as hell once you get to really know me. And I know when I can use it when I can. I'm not a back-assed hillbilly, you know what I'm saying? Even hillbillies got their good qualities about them. So cheers off to them. Let's see here. Where are we? I'm missing him. There he is, the High Priest. He's a wonderful card. Really? You think so? Thanks. You wear glasses, you break them, they fogged up. Yeah. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, because I don't feel that way. These things magnify your eyes too. They do. I don't feel that way at all. I feel good when I'm reading. It's to get me to read. If I'm in a sour mood, I've got a lot on my shoulders and things are weighing on my mind, and I'm frustrated, and I can't always force myself to read for some reason. I got private readings that are waiting too. That's okay. But I get stressed, and the stress with me, it shows on my face. Everything shows on my face. I've just almost heard a giggle out of the universe. Somebody's giggling around me. Because it's the truth. Everything and I've had the week from almost hell. I'm comparing it, could it be worse? Yes, it could be much worse. But it's bad enough that it's, it's been a long, rough week. I feel like I've aged 10 years in the past week. So that's why I'm going on about it here, because it's funny that you said that. But this beautiful card with the High Priest, it's always good juju that he comes into your reading. It really is. But my point on what I was saying, Angie, if I can force myself to begin readings and I don't feel it, once I get into the readings, everything changes for me. I don't think very much about my life in the moment. I'm just involved in the readings, and I've forgotten, because you can only focus and you can only think of one thing at a time. So I'm thinking of the reading, so nothing else around me is getting near me to upset me or to play on my mind. So it's always my happy place. I guess I never knew that until the last few months. And I realized the common theme that when I read, it's like, and I could have been pissed off about something over the last 8 hours. I get into the reading and it doesn't exist anymore. Not until the readings are done. I have to go back to it. But hey, so with the High Priest, here's what the book says about the High Priest. He represents Orthodox religion, marriage and ceremonies. Wisdom and powerful leaderships are the gifts of the High Priest. That's what he brings into your reading. He's offering you the wisdom. Some of you are going to be needing some extra wisdom, digging a little deeper into that well through this time period. He also brings an energy of learning, because he's the educator of tarot. He is the educator of the ocean. He is a man of learning. He is suggesting for somebody that's listening to this reading that education may be an option for you now. It's something for you need to think about. You at least need to give it some thought, without this. If anybody said to me, Natalie, would you like to go back to school? What, to play? Yeah, okay. Education, you mean the formal? You mean the 4 R's? Or anything that pertains to anything? No. I hated it. For the most part, I did not like school. For the most part, it bored the life right out of me. Unless we were doing something that interested me, and if it caught my interest, I usually excelled at it. We had to build for history forts. You know what I mean? War forts back in the days of the Civil War. We had to build forts, and the more detail. And I came out first on that. Perfect mark. Things like that. Or art class, we had to create some. The teachers always kept my stuff and hung them on the wall or set them out to display. What it came to, I like science a lot. Geography was interesting. History at that age, I could have cared less. I didn't like it. And there were other classes I just would cringe. I'd say, I don't want to sit through that. So education, for some of you, you may have to really seriously give it some thought. Really. I might go for painting or something as far as learning how to do something, but to be something, no. I have no interest in studying. I have enough studying my life, my actions, myself every day. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. But here's another thing. He's also predicting unity in 2 ways here: in your mind, your body, your soul. So you're feeling connected to your intuition and close to your guides. That's a given for any sign, any day of the year. All right? So carry that with you, everybody. And secondly, he represents the unity of 2 people as they come together as one. Additional meaning of this card is convention and tradition. We all know what that means. That represents our beliefs and how we are and what we do, what we follow, what we stand for, what we believe are coming to the forefront here. But if none of that's for you, for those of you that aren't that way, you could still end up feeling restricted by another's traditional ways, their beliefs, their thoughts, and you're biting your tongue and you're holding back and you're trying to show respect and you're finding it challenging, whoever that's meant for. The advice is listen to your inner wisdom. That's going to guide you toward a new educational path, belief, or teacher. Keywords: education, traditional beliefs. And for some of you, take this time period as a learning experience for whatever's about you're going through, or you're already in, or you're about to face. It'll be a learning experience. Traditional beliefs are coming to the forefront for some. Ceremonies are going to be important as well. Unity, marriage, values, and authority. This is a card that represents everything that's good and right in your life. That's what it's about. Financially, if you'll be thinking about re-educating yourself, maybe honing in your special skills already, you're enhancing them, getting to know them deeper, maybe getting certified, maybe just getting grade 12, maybe going to college, and maybe taking private school, private classes to enhance your life. But you'll be looking at a learning experience of some kind. There'll be things you'll learn here that are going to last you a lifetime. I'm not sensing any dread financially for people, which I'm surprised, because of the lockdowns and the people that are sent home. Some people are still being paid for the job, but they're not present on the job, and most are not getting paid at all. And they're waiting for government recovery money to come through. And they're waiting, and they're waiting. And as they wait, everything's dwindling around them. So I'm surprised. But I know that Taurus can be very resourceful. If they need money for anything, they'll come up with the money one way or the other. It always works out. Taurus is just doesn't say die. Taurus doesn't lay down. So the 10 of Cups. What can I say? And here we go. My nose is starting to burn a little bit up here because I'm getting emotional. Do you guys get like that? You feel the burning in your nose and you go, uh-oh. Then the eyes start to well. They sting and they well. That's what I almost had, because this is for Taurus, one of my favorite signs. And this is your home life. And if everything's good in your home, chances are everything's good all around. All the way around. A beautiful happily ever after. This is just gorgeous. This is such a beautiful, beautiful card. Everything about this card is beyond fantastic. Everything about this card leaves you feeling like, oh, I feel so good right now. I'm relieved. Everything is lined up. Everything is correct. Everything's in order. There's a nice balance going on with enough pops of color to keep life interesting and active. Not the kind of boring balance. Not like that at all. This card, rather than go down the list of things, but I'll just say overall, this card, the important things in your life that need to be right all the time in order for life to feel good, everything is right. Whatever it is for you, for everybody, it's something different. Oh my goodness. Angie, I'm so happy for you. You're one of the ones that are paid, but yet you're home. And look at March, April, May. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. The universe is really being kind to you, and you're being highly favored by this 10. This 10 of Cups is pretty well your card, is it not, for you? Making sense. This is beautiful. I'll read you the generic side, but everything feels right with this card for you, Taurus. Everything feels right, the way it should be. Everything's going in the right direction at the proper speed and the time, which a lot of times we have no control over. That's the universe, right? The divine timing coming through. But it's working divinely in your favor for most. Absolutely. So what we have here generically, love grows and bonds deepen in romance. And while your social and family connections grow and they thrive. Anything you do with others is favored now. From some, okay, see, some of this doesn't really apply. It doesn't hit home at 100% because of the lockdowns. So you just excuse that part of it as I read through. Time for celebrations, even for team sports. Any old disagreements are overcome in the spirit of togetherness. This could fit in very, very well. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at humanity itself, the bare bones of it, collectively, all together, and want to hug the whole world. They're changing their views. They are appreciating the freedom from isolation and lockdown, the joy at seeing other people, having a simple conversation, and where the usually canned, termed words of, hi, how are you, are actually genuine. And the answer coming back, I'm great, I'm fine. It's all genuine. It's not canned anymore. It's not tinned out anymore. It's just not an expected, greeting anymore. People meaning what they say. So when somebody says, hi, how are you? They're really meaning they want to know how you are. And you answer honestly. This takes on a whole new thing. For some people, it's almost like they've been in the closet, and I'm not talking sexually, but as a human being, they've been in the closet. Now they're coming out. They're not just out of isolation. They're coming out of the closet they were in before it all began, that they've been in for a long, long time, and they're coming out. And they're actually appreciating life and the people that are in their life. This is a beautiful transition for somebody, for a lot of people, I'm sure. So they're forgetting about the bad times. They're forgetting about who they had an argument with. They were forgetting about who insulted them or who rubbed them the wrong. It's all forgotten about. You just push it to the side because it's stupid, it's silly, who cares? Doesn't matter. It's that kind of a thing. You're letting go of all that. Equally, you will enjoy prosperity, and your work will become more successful as you go. Your house is becoming busier, more active. And another meaning of this 10 is finding your dream home. And for some of you, having children. The advice, you can feel blessed with the life that you have. And it's time to celebrate that very fact. That you're here. If you got sick, you got over it. You didn't lose anybody. And you've done well. You have fared well. You are the victor. Keywords are family and love, weddings, homes, security, children, celebrations. Put that in your pocket and carry it with you. The next card we're looking at, these are your challenges. These would be for just a few people. This is not for everybody. We got this stinking 4 in this card. The fours are all about stillness, rest, stagnancy, not moving, nothing growing, nothing, everything's kind of stopped. It's just not doing anything. And you know what? This card represents a lot of people in a lot of ways. The word boredom itself and the explanation of being just, that's your life. It's a, how else do you describe it? You're on lockdown, you're isolated, there's nothing, you know. A lot of you were real forward thinking in the beginning, and you were very positive, and you got creative, and you were coming up with all things that things I can do while I'm home. There's a lot I can get done, and you've done all that, and you've been there, and and you've run out of steam. I don't know what else to do. How long do I do this? What do I find to do? The word boredom is very, that's touching it very lightly. We're talking extreme here for a lot of people. Wow. Some people are, and yes, Taurus can get jaded sometimes, and their thinking can get skewed at times. They're not alone, though. It's not just Taurus, it's a lot of people. They're at the end of their rope, and they're like, how much longer, how much longer? And they're driving everyone around them crazy. It's how much longer? Calling people on the phone, and people getting to the point they're going, no, I'm not answering it. They see your number come up because it's the same conversation. Listening to you. How much longer do we have to do this? I can't take this much longer. I'm going out of my mind. I'm going crazy. I don't know what. And people are really, and they can't help it. That's the way they feel. But they're losing their faith, and they're losing belief as well. A belief of maybe getting a better job when this is over. They don't believe that's going to happen. Just a belief of having a better life overall. They've lost that, and they're losing, or in the process of, they're losing it. They're losing their belief of anything that's good and positive. So when this 4 arrives in a reading, it's often because somebody's feeling very, very dissatisfied with some aspect of their life. But they don't know what to do. They don't know what they need to bring into it to feel happier. They don't know what to do. In relationships, it can reveal a boredom phase. If you're looking for love or work, you may believe that there's nothing or no one out there for you. You may be retreating yourself into yourself rather than reaching out for what it is you need. But if you've been a real pain in the butt, you're going to have a hard time finding it at this point. I'm just being honest. The advice is look for inspiration. Renew your faith. Renew your faith. Renew your faith that life can bring you what it is that you require, that it can still do that. The keywords are stagnation, despondency, disillusion, self-protection, a need for change, stubbornness, and rigidity. This is in your challenges. Some of you have to fight this. We're almost there. And, I'm not bragging, and I'm not, don't want you to think I'm being insensitive, but we're almost there. In my province here, my part of the world, my little spot here, they're starting to soften the restrictions now. Fishing season's open. Gardening centers are open. You're allowed 2 people in a car. One's supposed to be in the back. No biggie. Little things like this just came across today. They even restricted my backyard. Closed the whole area down. The marsh, the beach, the cove. I took my swampy ass and I walked all over the son of a bitch. That was drawing the line. I'm the only year-round resident on this side. I got a couple people on the other side, but they're not on top of me. But there's me on this side. I'm year-round. I'm the only one. And you're closing a private area that the general public is not allowed to be on anyway. So I drug my swampy ass all over. Just that simple. But that, whatever floats your boat, as they say, but for there's only, and I'm only feeling the numbers are 1, 2, or 3 people that are going to see this reading. If not now, they'll see it later on. You need to hang on. All right. These are your challenges. We're almost there. That's why I'm telling you this story. You know, and for the first time in many, many years, I want to get a fishing pole and I want to go brook fishing. I want to catch a trout. I just do. You know, um, and I don't even know about that anymore. I'm getting so conscious about what I'm eating and the thought of eating another thing that had a heartbeat, that had a brain. It plays on my mind. So maybe catch and release, as long as don't hurt them, right? The last card you have here, Taurus, it's been a long reading. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I can't see my time. You got the Wheel of Fortune and Destiny as well. Same here. This is a gorgeous card for you guys. This is a beautiful card. Just beautiful. What do we say about this card? This is your message from Spirit. It's not what I say. It's what Spirit says. And of course the generic side of what Tarot is saying as well. I just heard, this is coming through Spirit, I just heard the term, the word, the expression, the circle of life has just come through. Circle of life. The wheel continues to turn for all of you. I'm getting a feeling of lightness with this card and soft, soft colors. Not obtrusive, they're not loud, they're not in your, everything is soft, gentle, and beautiful. And I'm talking about the world in general, your world here, Taurus. There's all good coming from Spirit with this card. This is an amazing card. This is really amazing. Okay. So here's the beauty of this card. I'm going to read the generic side for you. All aspects of your life are boosted with the wheel as you move forward, and you allow fate to take you into your destined life direction. The card also shows that you will be feeling generally optimistic and able to make the most of your luck, turning unexpected opportunities into great decisions that change everything for the better. Another meaning of the card is clairvoyance. So your intuition is heightened, or the person you are reading for is developing spiritually, which is you guys. The advice: the wheel's not so much a doing card as it is a receiving card. So enjoy and appreciate the good fortune that comes to you now. The simplest thing for you to do is to go with the flow. You're being led, you're being carried, so go with it. Don't fight it. Keywords are fate and luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, and clairvoyance. And that, Taurus, was your reading for the period of today, the 24th of April through to May 31st. This is beautiful. It's been a great reading. I don't know what you got. Look, you got the Ten of Cups, for heaven's sakes. You got the High Priest here, and you started out very strong, and you're holding strong till the very end. This was your overall energy. That's just fantastic. This is the only one we want to kick to the curb. We don't want anybody feeling this way ever at any time. Don't lose faith now. You're so close. All I'm just trying to say is, well, we're coming out of it. Others can't be too far behind. So hopefully that we're a good indication for everybody else as well. New Brunswick's not that small. New Brunswick's about the size, if I'm not mistaken, so I thought I read it, it's about the size of Russia, the country of Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can Google that if they want. I read that somewhere many years, long before the internet, I'll tell you that. So it was good. It was interesting, Jennifer. It was very, I'll talk for a minute, and then I'm going to shut down, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes to do the next sign, okay? Which is going to be Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. That was a really, really nice time. Third birthday for you? Well, happy birthday, Hooks Fremont. Oh, thank you, Sandra O'Shea. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. A whole new book. We're so close, people. We really are so close. Get out of there. Yes, and that's coming up next, Cora. So I'll be shutting this down, and then I'll be gone maybe 10, 15 minutes, and I'll be back, and we'll be doing Gemini. I think I'm always gung-ho, and the first reading's always the longest because I've been it's almost like I'm bottling. But there's so many important messages here. It's the big one, the strength, the very first card, the ambition. You've got the ambition, the hunger, the need. You've got the drive. You've got the strength. You've got the determination. That was the key word, determination, to do whatever it is that you're gearing yourself towards. I won't say hoping and wishing because that sounds like it's non-existent, and it's not the case at all. So, oh, really, Cora? Oh, huh. That's strange. And you're using the word super in there. Super dissonant. Wow. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Sandra. That's always the number one thing, isn't it, Jennifer? Trying to stay mentally, emotionally, physically healthy. And it's hard. It's hard. I know that I've been, for the last couple of weeks here, especially this past week, like crying more than anything. And not being able to control it or stop it. So, and I have to keep pushing my own feelings and thoughts to the side because I'm very, very close. Nova Scotia's right across the pond. And what those poor people are going through is nothing compared to what I may be going through. Space is good for someone like him, Cora. I was going to say that. I was trying to figure out how to word it without, saying something wrong. That's the best thing you could do with him, Cora. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know the guy. You know that. So, today was okay. It started better yesterday. Today got even better. Except I didn't wake up in a very good mood this morning. I was pissy, and I don't know why. Thinking back, I'm going, what was that all about? And I don't even know why. And I've been doing really, really, really well when it comes to all that stuff too. It's all overwhelming. I heard a story from somebody yesterday that told me this. They said, "You're very welcome, Hooks Fremont. Geminis do get very moody. They absolutely do." I can't remember what I was going to say. We're right out of my head. Yeah, a story that I heard yesterday. The area where the gunman went on the loose and killed all those people and set all those fires. I was told there's a woman right in that area that lives there, and she's been away to the Miramichi, which is in the northern part of our province here. She's been away for, I don't know, a couple weeks, whatever. And I can't imagine what it's going to be like for her going home. And every single neighbor gone. If their house isn't burned to the ground, it's still standing, it's empty. She's going to be the only one that survived because she wasn't there. Yeah, my problems I can handle. That would be really bad. So, that would be a head blower right there, I tell you. I don't know how that woman's going to deal with that going back to her community, and she's the only one left. It would be terrible. I'm going to sign off for now, guys, so that we can move on. So, happy and the rest of April. Happy May. Hoping to get these all out and done. I don't even know how many I'm going to do tonight, but I am Hello, Lorraine. Welcome. We're just getting ready to shut the Taurus one down, and I'm moving on to the next sign, which is Gemini. I'm probably only going to do 3 tonight, and then we'll see after that. But tonight I'll get the one I just did is Taurus, Gemini, and then, oh my God, Cancer. I didn't even realize it was my birthday's 3 months away. No. Oh my goodness. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed and you're new, please subscribe to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Hit that little notification bell. And if you're hanging out on Facebook, why don't you drop over, and pay us a visit as well under Bay of Fundy Fortunes, under groups. It's closed and it's private. It's a beautiful place to be. You're all welcome. Warm welcome, everybody. And I'll see you, Geminis, and those of you who's coming back in a few minutes. Bye-bye for now.